I'm Andrew Stembridge. I'm the Managing Director of Chewton Glen. We're a five-star hotel based on the south coast of England, just on the edge of the New Forest National Park. We were actually one of the first ever country house hotels, and we've been a member of Relais and Chateau since 1971. And one of the sort of common themes throughout our history has been the fact that we've always continued to just be probably one step ahead of our competitors, and we're always looking at what's new. I think one of the things that makes Chewton Glen so unique is the fact that it does appeal to such a wide range of guests. But I think the one thing they all have in common is they have very high expectations. We looked at Crave for a number of reasons. We've always been keen to stay ahead of the game. And, we've always looked at technology, not for technology's sake. And then I actually think sometimes technology in bedrooms can be negative if people can't work it out. We had the age-old problem of a hotel in that yet again we had to print our guest directory. So when we stumbled upon Crave, it really was the ideal solution, because it ticked the box in that we never needed to print a guest directory again. It meant that our guests were really pleasantly surprised by yet another innovation in the hotel. It's also allowed us to really enhance the guest experience, because if they want to know what's going on in the area, or if they want to drill down on certain dishes on the menu, it allows them to do that. So it really does, it enhances the offer considerably, and there's lots of other elements to it which again enhance what you could do with with a traditional printed directory. So in that respect, it's really worked for us. We were concerned that there might be certain guests who didn't like using the technology, and truthfully, in the space of a year, I think we've had 2 guests who actually said they'd rather have a printed version, which considering we've had 20,000 guests through the hotel staying, that's actually I think a pretty good track record. We were also concerned that perhaps the tablets themselves might be a bit too desirable for people, and they might get taken. But actually, again, in the space of a year, we haven't lost one, nor have we had any dropped or broken. So so actually, some of my fears as in terms of hidden cost haven't been a problem. We're very happy with the system at Chewton Glen. We've always been. A lot of hotels come to us and say, use this, what do you think? And probably with Crave more than ever, people have seen this technology, have heard that we have it, and they want to know, would we recommend it? And without question, we would recommend it. So much so that we're now looking at it for our sister property at Clifton. So that's and I think that says it all, really. In terms of how our guests use it, I think actually, I was also concerned that people might. Miss the personal interaction when they're phoning room service or when they're inquiring in the spa. But actually, in all honesty, I think it's an improvement. You've actually got all the options available to you laid out in front, and a bit like shopping online. Once you purchase one thing, it makes a recommendation. So if you've ordered this meal, would you like this drink with it, or would you like this dessert? And I think that. That is actually what people are used to in this day and age, and it helps us. And although we're the best one in the world, of course, our staff who deal with room service orders are highly trained. They're all trained in upselling. They're all trained in recommendations. They're all trained in all of these things. But you never. Sometimes you do. There is human error, or if that member of staff is very busy, they might not have the time to say, would you like a dessert, would you like a drink? So it definitely helps the sales. It solves any issues of language difficulties which can exist on both sides, and people are quite clear about what it's costing them. Certainly as far as room service is concerned, it's better. As far as the spa is concerned, for example, again, you've got all the details on the treatment there as we want it to be, as we intended it. So again, there's no room for human error. There's no perhaps misunderstandings. It doesn't substitute the training for the staff, but it enhances. And I think it's really great that we can actually, the fact that we can track the sales now is incredible. And we can see that over the course of the year, the usage of the system has increased. our ability to increase sales and generate more sales has increased, and now we're at a point where we're actually looking at say, right, what else can we do? How can we enhance that offering? I think we deal with a lot of different technology companies. Some are large, some are small, and actually we've really enjoyed the whole journey with Crave. We actually went live when we were opening our tree houses, so it was a very fraught time, and actually Crave as an organisation were here as late as we were into the evening, making sure that when we went live, everything worked. I think that says a lot about their dedication. We do feel that it's a journey where we're going through together, and ultimately they want it to work for us as much as we want to work, and they want to make sure that we are really seeing a strong return on investment from this product that we've installed. So it's a very happy relationship. It's one which is we have a monthly dialogue at least. The problems have been few and far between, but if we have had a problem or a challenge, and they've always been there night or day, it doesn't matter what day of the week to solve it. And most of the time it's done remotely, but sometimes it's been needed a visit. But either way, so we're very happy, and I think that I think especially in our environment, and collectively we've looked at enhancement for the system as well, and I think that's something we're making suggestions now, and those suggestions are adopted with ease and quickly, rather than actually saying, well, we'll put it into development, we might have something for you in 12 months' time, which unfortunately that's the response we get from so many companies. So, as I say, couldn't recommend them as a company enough.
My name is Lee Jenkins, and I'm the Sales and Marketing Director at Chewton Glen. The Crave system has been really important to our business. Our guests have really interacted with it. They love it when they go into the rooms. They immediately go over to the Crave system and are intrigued by the Crave system. They quite often use it to have a look at photos of the hotel that they might not have already been to when they've arrived at the hotel. So it's a great opportunity to showcase the other areas of the hotel. We've got full spa facilities there, all on there. They can book treatments on there, and actually since they've been able to book the treatments on there, our treatment revenue has considerably increased. It's great for ordering food and beverage on the Crave system. It's really helpful for the guests. They can just go on there, they can have a look at what they want, they can then order it. It gives them a time as to when it's going to be delivered. It's also great for points of interest. It's got places to visit in the local area, all the information that's going on in the hotel. So it's a really useful information tool, not only for the guests, but great tool for us as well to be able to gain extra revenue from. People at Crave have been excellent. The customer service is by far probably the best customer service we've received from any supplier that we've worked with. The Crave system and the people at Crave are all the time trying to be ahead of the market and ahead of their game, and they're always trying to enhance the services that we offer and that the Crave system can offer. And I can honestly say, since we put the system in, it's probably a completely different system from when it first went in a year ago, because it's always keeping ahead of what's on in the marketplace, what our customers want, what we want as a customer to Crave. For me, certainly service, the system, the technology is by far better than sort of anything else out there, and I would highly recommend it.